Alright, and welcome back everyone to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, playing as the French. And I have a few apologies to be making, because holy crap, the past few days have been a little dreadful, to say the least. So, unfortunately, this past week, the weather changed again. And as you might be able to tell by my voice, unfortunately, I feel like crap. Unfortunately, Ohio during this time of the year is very, very back and forth. It's not quite cold enough to just go full winter time, but it's not warm enough to alleviate problems, and so you end up being very susceptible to some issues. So I do apologize. I am on my regimen of Zyrtec and Claritin to help clear up everything, and hopefully within the next couple days I will feel a lot better because, oh my god, I feel dreadful. That would account, unfortunately, for the lack of uploads on Wednesday and Friday. I do apologize. But I also need to go ahead and make a change to our upload schedule. Unfortunately, trying to do as many videos as I've been doing, which is 7 uploads. 7 uploads a week. It's a little too much for me in my current, somewhat beleaguered states. So we will be putting the pause on Ultimate General's American Revolution. The game is getting multiple updates basically every other freaking day. And so it's so inconsistent to try to do something recording-wise for it. And I like certain stability. That's why I restarted the American campaign after the 1.4 update for Ultimate Admiral. And then as such, I will be axing the France episode on Wednesdays to kind of just, give me an easy schedule to follow, 2 episodes for each campaign, and, be able to at least put out enough videos that you guys have something to enjoy during the week, and we'll go from there. So, right now, we are currently underway with the fleet to Santa Cruz. We're going to take Santa Cruz. Do we have the invasion set up already? Yes, we do. Okay, cool. So we'll be invading Santa Cruz. The ground invasion of southern Spain is well underway. We are absolutely thrashing the Spanish right now. And we are currently building... Let's go ahead and do this. We are currently building our first 2 Beauvais, the Cervellante. The last one is currently being completed, so we have our 4 Cervellantes, which then we need to transition some of our ships away. I'm considering throwing the Voltaires into the Caribbean and the Pacific to reinforce our forces here with an additional battleship, and then getting rid of the 4 St. Louis that we have currently in the France theater. So it's kind of where I'm thinking of going. I know I've changed and kind of gone back and forth on what I wanted to do. I'm actually going to turn down the sound a little bit, or the music. Alright, so let's get started. Let's start rolling our turns. And let's start taking more Spanish land. Oh, we have a revolution in Spain. And we have an engagement right off the bat here at Santa Cruz. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemy heavy cruisers, 1, 2, 3, 4 light cruisers, and a single torpedo boat against our task force of 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers. So let's go kill some Spaniards, because, well, it seems to be our favorite pastime at this point. Honestly speaking, I think we like to kill the Spanish a little too much. Interpol, it's a game. Hello, Mr. FBI agent. Alright, so cool. Let's go ahead and get underway. Oh, these are the Voltaires. So these are our 10-inch gun battleships. One forward, one aft. Bristling with a bunch of secondaries. Looking very sexy. I know Tex over at the Black Pants Legion just recently started a Italian playthrough. And he had some criticisms of French ship design of the era. It's an aesthetic. I actually really like the aesthetic just from the... It's like this, like, very, very 1860s, 1870s ironclad aesthetic that just should not be a thing in this era, but it is. It is for some fucking reason. Alright, so our heavy cruisers are opening up. These are the these are Mark 1s. That's right, I forgot, we increased the number of barrels on the centerline guns to give us a little more firepower with our heavy cruisers. Our light cruisers, of course, are the non-ironclad design, which just are bristling with a bunch of 4-inch guns. Oh my god. I feel dreadful. Fire at the lead ship. You guys, as you come across the fleet, light up the lead ship there. You guys light up this torpedo boat as you pull away. Absolutely lighting this up. Adding those extra guns was totally the right decision. Just the level of shells flying through the air really helps. Oh, okay, so the Stang took a pretty critical hit there. We're going to go ahead and pull her away. We'll have the Emile Bertin cover her with smoke. That torpedo boat's down, so we'll straighten out the Voltaires, let them start just laying into this heavy cruiser stuck up on this light cruiser and everything. Our heavy cruisers are absolutely shredding this battle line over here. Alright, you keep coming around. Just keep laying into them, boys. Don't give them the opportunity to sleep. Alright, so these are the gunboat hulls, so they're not very good whatsoever. Well, I say that, and in reality, and this is the reality of these hulls, is that they are meant to be slow with somewhat numerous numerous guns, while also being incredibly well armored. That's the whole point of these hulls. But unfortunately, the Spanish did not take a book out of history and design them that way. So they're just popping like goddamn corks. Like 2.6. 3. Well, that's not bad. Three on a light cruiser gun or a light gunboat is not bad, but like a heavy gunboat like these are actually no. These are actually light heavy cruisers. So it's just the tech is kind of against them because you need for this hull to work properly. You need to have weight saving tech. That's kind of the issue with it, is that without weight saving tech, it's just not that great. You can make it work. Like, that's the thing, is you can make it work. And just the number of shells coming off these heavy cruisers now because of those centerline guns being double barrel. Like, they're not horribly accurate, but at least they have the advantage of just being able to put so much menu. You know, 3 extra shells flying through the air can make the difference. Alright, well, that's another Spanish task force put on the bottom. And you guys should let me know, what is the next faction you guys would like to see me play through as an option. I'm actually just going to open it up fully to you guys. If you guys have a particular faction you would like to see me play, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than willing to basically just play whatever at this point. I really do not care. I've play tested enough with almost every faction other than the Brits to be comfortable playing any faction regardless of the situation they start in. 5,000 crew losses versus 25. That is absolutely horrendous. That number of Spaniards dead is those kind of losses right there would literally be what would, you know, that was analogous to when Hitler lost the Bismarck and the Tirpitz and basically said, fuck it, we're not bothering with surface fleet anymore. That's exactly what that was right there. Like, you're losing so many men all at once. I would love to build this, but I don't know if I can. That's the problem. Oh, I can. Nice. Okay, awesome. But yeah, that's just how many men you're losing right there. Is you're losing so many all at once in a single engagement. Mind you, no survivors. This is just getting to the era. Like, hold on, let me check. No, we do not have wireless communication yet. So this is before wireless communication because the Spanish are behind. So, and we are, I believe, the most advanced. No, we're average. So the Brits might have wireless communication at this point in time. Which, how the fuck are we that behind? I don't understand. But regardless, so this is before wireless communication. That fleet is completely lost to the annals of history. Nobody's gonna ever know what the hell happened there. All right, so do I want to engage this? I kind of want to, but it's a somewhat big boat to be trying to fight with just light cruisers. So I think I'll hold off on that. All right, and we're invading over here. What are these looking like? Okay, these are looking good. Bata is being taken as well, so we're just invading all of their shit. This is kind of great. This is just kind of perfect. So I'm also, because of how I'm feeling, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these videos a little shorter. I'm going to try to record. I'm gonna record the two French videos today, because that's, you know, the French video is Monday's video. So I'm gonna record these two today, and then I'm going to record the other two tomorrow if I have the time to do so. If not, I'll record them Monday evening after work. So, all right. So we're slowly taking this. Once this is taken, this is gonna be a huge boost to our economy. And then, like, just cleaning up all the little bits and pieces across the board, like Santa Cruz, Western Sahara. Let's go ahead and... What's our gun? What are we... Okay, so we have advanced big funnels, 1. Let's go ahead and shift off funnels. Actually, let's just click off that. Let's just actually get rid of that priority. We'll focus engines for right now. And we'll go like that. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know the vaping could agitate my throat right now, and I don't give a fuck. It's the only thing keeping me fucking sane right now. Brits want to be allies. Do I want to ally the Brits? No, I do not. I don't feel like fucking getting pulled into their stupid wars. Alright, so we're taking the Canary Isles. Let's go ahead and invade Western Sahara. And then we can move over to the Caribbean. We're going to let the ground invasion handle all of mainland Spain, because what that will let us do, and this is really important actually, is by letting the ground invasion handle Spain proper, it will take longer to do this invasion, giving us the time to actually get these other invasions underway and finished. That will allow us to actually take more territory rather than taking less territory. So we're gonna hold off on attacking here, and we really don't have the tonnage to initiate naval invasions there, so it's no big deal. And then we'll just keep our research trucking along as is. And I do have to say real quick, I do appreciate those. Okay, well, we're now at war with the Austrians, which is interesting. It's kind of a problem. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to find the Voltaires real quick. Let's go ahead and pull them back to... yeah, that's right. We have extra battleships available. Let's go ahead and pull this task force back to Marseille. We'll do light repairs, and then we'll pull this task force from Marseille to the mouth of the Adriatic, and we'll basically just prevent the Austrians from really doing anything. And we'll just starve them out. Like, that's all we have to do with them. We don't have to actually fight them at all. You blockade them, destroy their economy, and then proceed to just laugh. So we'll just keep focusing on the on the Spanish. No big deal. You know, we'll just starve the civilian population. It's actually kind of funny for those who don't know. Actually, there was a bit of a doctrine in regards to the Mediterranean that the Italians themselves kind of wanted to embrace. We're not going to build that because I just don't feel like spending the extra money right now. But the Italians kind of wanted to embrace this doctrine of basically sealing off the Adriatic to the Austrians. Basically make it so the Austrians couldn't use the Adriatic at all, and so like building fleets there would be fucking pointless for them. But what ended up happening in reality is that the Austrians actually presented enough of a problem that they couldn't actually just do it. And so then the Italians, now mind you, the Italians did kind of really dick over the Austrians in the First World War, navally. They didn't actually fare too well in the army side of things, because fighting in the Alps and whatnot, it's a very, very hard fight. It's a very dangerous fight. Nobody wins in the Alps. Ask the Swiss. They've killed so many goddamn people in the Alps over the years that there's no winning. Like, just don't try to win, because you're not going to. You just kind of have to accept your fate and kind of move on with your life. that was the ground side of World War One for the Italians, but the naval side, the Italians actually did quite well against the Austrians, because the Italians, they were the preeminent Mediterranean power. The French were highly focused on the English Channel and the North Atlantic. They had a presence in the Med, but they weren't like super focused on it. The Brits had a very big focus on the Med, because they figured, okay, if we control the Med, we can control the Suez. We control the Suez, then we can just kind of control the world. That was kind of the British doctrine. But the Italians, they kind of were like, hey, we literally have the best naval base in the entire fucking Mediterranean. Let's just dick these guys over. And that's what happened with the Austrians, is that they did not have a good time. All right, so we got some repairs to do. That's fine. We're sending those 2 task forces over to the Caribbean to assist with taking Cuba, Puerto Rico, and whatnot. And then, of course, our Spanish invasion is going well. Our invasion of Thailand and Laos is going well. And then eventually we have to go over and take the Philippines and the Carolina Islands, and so on and so forth. I will have a good laugh at the expense of the Americans, because this is literally like the worst nightmare for the Americans on a like a legit level. Okay, let's move these guys over here. Unfortunately, 2 of our cruisers are tied up in a battle, which we do not want to fight. Like, we don't care about any other ships in this region. Like, they have so few ships, it's unreal. We just want to go take more land. Fuck fighting them. If we don't have to fight them, why fight them? But yeah, let's just go blockade these guys. The Austrians do have a sufficient force. Oh my god. 5 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser, 5 battleships, 6 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and then 3 battleships, 10 heavy cruisers, and they're all steaming straight for Southeast Asia. Holy shit. Like, I'm just gonna keep the fleet in Fort Bayard, and I'm just gonna take these, and we're just gonna let things be with those enemy ships. Oh my god, how many battleships do they have? Holy shit. Like, I know I made a comment about it previously, but 23, oh my god. To put it into perspective, this is actually the prime position that that Austria wanted to be in during this era. A lot of people might not understand, like, kind of the mindset for a lot of these different nations during this time period. Is the Austrians wanted the ability to challenge the French and the Italians in the Mediterranean, so they wanted a large enough battleship contingent to do so. And then in the case of... can we withdraw from this? Okay, we have to fight it. God damn it. Okay, this is less than stellar, because this is all light cruisers against a battleship. It's not a good battleship, but it's still a fucking battleship. But the Austrians wanted to be able to challenge these other powers in the Mediterranean, and if they were able to actually affect a massive amount of change within the Mediterranean to allow them to actually challenge these other forces, it would have been a huge boon for the Austrian nation, because they would have been basically unrestricted in their access to the sea, whereas for years and years and years and years, the Austrians had been heavily restricted due to technically being a landlocked nation. I don't remember when they acquired Istria, which is the Istrian Peninsula. I don't remember when they acquired that off the top of my head, but before then they were landlocked. Istria was controlled, I believe, by the Venetians prior to Austria and Venice going through a bit of a spat prior to the formation of the Italian kingdom. And then when the Austrians did acquire Istria, that's what allowed them to... okay, they're over here. Wow, okay, I wasn't paying attention. Let's just let them kill the torpedo boat. And that motherfucker cruising. He is zooming. Little lawnmower. Come on, guys, land some hits. You guys are supposed to be the light cruisers. Like, you're literally meant to be the guys that defend capital ships. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that was a waste of torpedoes, but hey, we'll take it because that's just funny. In reality, that would have absolutely just detonated that torpedo boat to such a degree that this thing would have split in half, would have just detonated, and would have just been obliterated. That number of torpedo hits all at once, it would just absolutely just destroy the ship. They do need to update the destruction physics, to say the least. But hey, it is what it is. All right, let's go hunt a battleship. Maybe, just maybe, our torpedoes are going to be what we sink this battleship with. So this is the modified barbette hull that the Spanish get. She does have a decent main belt. So she's not, like, completely unprotected, but she's definitely not... The fore and aft, our 4-inch guns can definitely pen. Well, the fore might actually be enough to stop us, but the aft? Oh, hell no. We can easily get through that at medium range. So we're just gonna have our 2 units, split it on both sides, and then we'll just torpedo the absolute bejesus out of this poor thing. He does have torpedo tubes, so we do have to be careful about that, or else we will lose some ships. Actually, our torpedoes might just be much better range than his. Yeah, we basically have better torpedoes, so, or longer range torpedoes, so we'll be able to actually get in close and... Alright, let's turn these cruisers this way. And then let's turn these guys in so they can make the torpedo run. And then these guys will come back around. Ooh. Okay, light hit, nothing major. Oh, what the hell? Excuse me? What? Oh, wow, okay. We strayed a lot further into his range than I thought we did. But that's fine. Yeah, the torpedoes are literally what we're just going to kill him with. Sweet. Fish in the water, fish in the water. Oh my god. I do not want to be that crew. Just hearing that many thud, 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 thud. Yeah, that would be... It's an absolute death sentence. And she's listing bad. She's listing. Here comes the coup de grace. Oh, 3 duds. Oh, wow. Wow. 3 duds on the freaking contact. That sucks. But that's fine. We got 4 more incoming. Yeah, we're gonna take that one. Oh, dud. Nice. Alright, well, enemy battleship destroyed through copious use of torpedoes. Oh my god. I said I was going to take this video a little shorter. I actually have gone to my normal time. So, with that little engagement with that poor battleship, I think the only battleship that Spain probably had, we're gonna go ahead and call this video here. You know, little engagement right there to finish it off, and let's just do a recap real quick. So we have control of southern Spain now, so we'll start taking northern Spain and western Spain. We have control of the African colonies of Spain, and then we are about to take Thailand, and we're about to take Laos. So we are well underway of taking all of the holdings of Spain, and let's actually do an econ check real quick. So we're sitting at 59.2 billion GDP. Let's do an econ check versus the other great powers. 123 billion, or almost 123.9 billion for the British, 78.3 billion for the Germans, 49.6 billion for the Austrians, 38.8 billion for the Chinese, 49.2 billion for the Russians, 69.8 billion for the Americans, 56.2 billion for the Italians, 27.3 billion for the Japanese, and then a paltry 4.3 billion for the Spanish, which is literally going to disappear overnight. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you next time. Have a good one.